Hello everyone, Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a wonderful start to the year. If you're new here, my name is Christina. Welcome to the channel, All Things Planning and Stationery. I am setting up January in my A56 ring in today's video. Now, this particular planner is part of Cloth and Paper's Foundations line. I have mixed feelings about this planner. Let's just start there. My first impressions, my thoughts on this planner. And it's not that like I've been using this for some time to give an official review. This is just a first impression. There's a couple of things that bother me immediately upon opening this up. And that is, if you can't already tell, it is the wrinkle, this like air pocket in the front of the planner. I'm also disappointed in the edges, like this divot here. It just seems a bit sloppy. And maybe I just have extremely high expectations because I went from the Norfolk Filofax to now this. I think if this was my first planner, I'd be happy with this. Like, this is a good planner. This is really nice. But it just gets an F for aesthetics. Like, this bothers the heck out of me. I know some of you, I posted like the reveal on my Instagram, and some of you guys noticed the air pocket in the front. You suggested that I contact the Cloth and Paper team. I did. And let me pull up that email so I can read it to you guys. Okay, this is what they said. Thank you for taking the time and providing us with the photo. We appreciate it. After speaking with our team and reviewing these agendas, I can confirm that these leather covers are incredibly flexible with the very soft texture and addition of the full-length pocket. You may notice those slight indentations. Additionally, you may come across some natural imperfections which actually enhance the overall beauty of the product. This is the expected quality, which is very bothersome, especially, like I said, using the Norfolk Filofax last year. That planner is a 10 out of 10 in terms of quality. Like, it's such a great leather planner. Filofax, they just know what they're doing. If I have this flat on my desk, it's open, I don't have to see the front. I'm happy. When I close it, that is when I'm reminded of this flawed product. All the inobtrusive thoughts enter my mind, like, why did I buy this? Why did I spend the money on a product I'm not 100% happy with? It's flawed. But I think what has won me over, because I thought about this for a couple of weeks, trying to figure out if I should just return this. The color, I'm obsessed. Like, I love the color of this planner. I love this shade of like brown. There's almost like a green undertone. It is gorgeous. I will give them that the color choice is beautiful. Like, I haven't seen anything like this in the market, because trust me, I looked. I have been looking to replace this with another leather planner that is in this shade, but I can't find anything. So that is why I have decided to keep this for 2024. I'm not going to return it. In addition to the color, I do love that the credit card holder is here in the front. Like, I think that was maybe my biggest complaint with the Filofax. It was in the back panel. So I never really got to see like my deco cards, that sort of thing. But now I see it. Like, this is a vibe here. I think it's just, this looks so pretty. I love silver hardware. I've talked about it before. I think that's just, it looks so good with cortado. I believe these are smaller rings. I think maybe 30 millimeters, which makes it a little bit easier with carrying it around. They don't feel as heavy as the Filofax. And so the inserts I'm using are from Rosie Papetier. And I've said this in the past, but I'll say it again for those who are new. I want to stick to 1 or 2 paper companies for 2024. When you're ordering from 5 different paper companies, the quality, color, and fonts are so different from one another that if you are an aesthetically driven person, it will drive you crazy. So Rosie Papetier it is for 2024. I really, really, really like these inserts. So moving on to the monthly overview, this is how the setup looks. The format is different from the cloth and paper ones I used last year. Now, we initially get a cover page with very minimal details. We get the month in the corner and then the year in the bottom right-hand corner. And then the monthly overview section. This is the month on 2 pages. I prefer this format over a month on 1 page. Like, I need ample space for day-to-day planning. The following page is the monthly goals section. This is where you list the goals. You have a giant to-do list here to the right, an important dates section, and then a notes section. And then it goes into the next month. This is the cover page for February. Now, I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just me, because this format, the way that it's organized, is different than the ones that I used last year. It's awkward that this goals section isn't before the monthly overview. Like, this is first. But you know what? I think I'm just not used to this format. It isn't a deal breaker or anything. It's just my first impression. And you know what? I'll probably get used to this in a month or 2 and won't ever talk about it again. That is what we're doing today, setting this section up. Now, let's first reference the future log section that is in the very front. There we go. This is also from Rosie. I decided to go with a perpetual calendar setup as my future log, where you can see the day of the week and the date. For me, this setup is just so much more organized. Like, I have a better overview of my month, and I just find it so much easier to plan things in this format. This month, I am using the Cortado dot stickers by Cloth and Paper and their spotlight stickers in Cortado. And yes, that is the same color as the leather planner. I used these a couple of months ago, last year. It might have been November, but I used it with 2 other colors, so I still have some to spare for this month's setup. But yeah, I'm gonna set that up, and then I'll share how I'm using the stickers in my monthly overview. Alrighty, so right now this is bare bones. Like, this will fill up as we go through the month. I think by the time you guys see this video, it'll be mid-January, but I just so desperately needed a break from social media and content creating that I am going to be we're going to be like 2 weeks, I think, into the new year before you see this video. But now I was going to use the small dot stickers or bills. That's what I normally used these for in my monthly overview. However, I do have these icon stickers from Rosie, and these are so dang cute. I want to use more of these. I used it for a bill. HOA is due on the, it's supposed to be on the 1st, but same thing. And then my niece's birthday, which I think if I knew I was going to use that icon sticker for my niece's birthday, I would have put, because this is more so a reminder, like we don't have plans right now. I gotta talk to my sister, like what are we doing for her birthday? Are we gonna just do a dinner? What is it? So we don't have plans for this. I would have written Sophia's 10th birthday towards the bottom half of the box so that I could still save the top part of the box for the actual plans. I really like these. I'm excited to use these for 2024, just mixing things up. And then also, you know, I'm such a stationery hoarder, but especially because Cortado is one of my favorite stickers in their collection, I am trying to save these. Like, I don't want to just use them all. Like I said, I use the icon stickers for these reminders. I have a bill due, my niece's birthday. I used the large dot sticker for the YouTube shoot because this is an all-day event. It takes up all day because I plan out my videos for the month ahead of time, and then I shoot them all over the course of 1 or 2 days. My husband will be at a conference from the 9th to the 11th. Oh, I almost forgot. He's also doing something on the 12th. Let me see if there's a... Perfect. So my husband is gonna be at a conference from the 9th to 11th. So I'm gonna be on my own for about 3 days. And that is something that I like to be reminded of as a parent, that, okay, I'm not gonna have support on those days. So I need to like mentally prepare myself for something like that. So I use what I like to do when there's an event going on, maybe travel plans, a conference that's going to take over a couple of days. I like to use a washi tape to show that this is happening consecutively. I've used dot stickers before, and just like I've popped a dot sticker from like the 9th to the 10th and then the 11th, but it just looks weird. The washi tape does such a better job. But in addition to this conference, my husband is also playing golf on Friday. Honestly, I could just use, like, I have so many of these icon stickers. I didn't have to use the dot stickers, but the thing is, I love the dot stickers. It adds a little bit of color to the page. I used a medium dot sticker for book club, and then I used a small spotlight sticker for Shelby's 15-month checkup. So that is how I use the stickers in my monthly overview. So I like it. It looks good, very functional. I'm still in my functional era. I'm unsure what I'll use this column for. Maybe a book tracker, if I read more than one book per month. I'm not too sure. That's still up in the air. Yeah, still, I'm just going to think about that. As I said earlier, the goal section comes after the monthly overview. So I think what I'm going to do now is reference my quarterly goals section. There we go. Now, I have a video coming out next week detailing how I set up my quarterly goals section in tandem with the Passion Roadmap. So I'm going to be referencing just January, and I'm going to pop these in the monthly overview section. I think this section is going to serve as a reminder because it's not like I'm looking at my quarterly goals section every day, but this is just nice to have a second place to stay on top of those things that I want to complete. The first thing I want to pop here is make doctor's appointments. Okay, I need to get that done this month. So things like 5K steps a day, 2 to 3 workouts per week, no spend month. Those things are more so reminders. 5. Oh, this sucks. So my pen is starting to die. I'm so sad because I have like a mint one in this Uniball chonker here, and my son was playing with that and I cannot find it for the life of me. I feel like it's like under my bed hidden. So let's see. I need to find point. This is a 0.4. Okay, I found one. This is the Uniball 1 in 0.38. It's just a simple black pen. Nice clip though. I think it's, yeah, very similar too. So back to what I was saying. I am writing out 5K steps a day, 2 to 3 workouts per week, and a no spend month in this top section here. Okay, let's move on to important dates section. Obviously, I'm not gonna write out the things that I just wrote in my monthly overview because these things are obviously like they've already been planned, they're scheduled. I don't need to rewrite it here in the important dates section. However, this next part will sound familiar, but do you just ever want to do something like, oh, we need, like I want to plan a play date per week with someone who isn't family, or my husband and I need a date night this month, but it just hasn't been planned. You know, we haven't picked a date or whatever, but you want to do it. Those are potential plans. So that's what I like to use the important dates section. There are a couple of things here, maybe just one thing actually, that belongs in this section, and that is take a workout class. Because that I need to reach out to my friend. I need to ask her, hey, let's pick a day and take a workout class. One last thing. I have here, water my plants 2 times a month. So let's see if there's an icon sticker. I don't see one. You know what? I got it. I'm gonna use this like little notification bell here. dance on the 15th and then the 30th. There we go. Okay, it's looking good. In addition to my quarterly goals, I have listed my social media goals, my content creating goals, but that usually goes in a different section, so I'm not going to pop that in this monthly overview. I don't know why I'm putting the year. Like, we know it's 2024. You know what's so nice about Rosie's inserts? Because this is a true white, I feel like when you use whiteout, you can't even tell. It blends so well with the paper. So yeah, I'm gonna list the bills out here. I'm listing out the books that I read here in the notes section, and we're gonna call it. This is looking really good. This has been a lot of fun too, because using new inserts, figuring out how to make them work for my routine and how I set things up. It's always fun, like in these beginning stages of using a new insert. That is it for this month. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you all next week. Bye.